Welcome everybody to another edition of SnakChat, the show where we chat with guests and we do some taste tests. And on today's episode, we have a very special friend and guest, Tish Shade. She's the president and CEO of the Frankfort Area Chamber of Commerce. Welcome to SnakChat, Tish.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I'm so glad to have you here. I feel like we've been talking, leading up to this moment, talking about
For
this for
a while.
A little while now.
Yeah.
Well, because we were talking, share with us a little bit. We were talking before the show, the last time we had you on around 10, we were talking about the laser program.
Yes.
Right? And
Yes.
it got brought up through natural, normal,
Yeah.
around 10 conversation that you had never tried a combo before.
Yeah, Lord.
And
It's
Brett-
kind of snowballed from there.
Yeah, our resident snack lord, Brett,
Yes.
kept that, he squirreled that away, kept that in mind. And you knew, you had a sense that we were going to be trying some combos
Yes.
today. But people have been kind of trying to preempt SnakChat.
So
I've
listen,
heard.
every one of my friends have tried to bring those to me. My daughter brought some home right after that and said, I can't believe you haven't tried those. And, now I see them everywhere. Now that I know what they are, I see them when I go get gas and I'm like, oh, that's what they are. So now I know what they are. I know where to get them.
That's right.
I still haven't tried them because I knew we were going to do this. So I wanted to wait, but
Yep.
everybody wanted to bring me some.
That's dedication, folks. Right?
I'm trying.
That's dedication to the SnakChat way, and I love that.
Yeah.
But you've made it here, and we're
I
gonna
did.
try some combos. Before we do that, let's chat a little bit, if you don't mind, about people. Like I said, you're the president, CEO,
Yes.
of the Frankfort Area Chamber of Commerce. If somebody's watching out there and they're like, "What? I've heard that name before." Is there maybe a brief little overview you could give? Of
So really, the Chamber of Commerce is your way as a business, big or small, to get some resources. And we are your hopefully one-stop shop. We take care of our members, so you have to be a member of ours. And we are your local chamber. We're your state. We have a state chamber that is right next door to us out there on Chenault Road, and they're kind of like our big sister. But we focus on our community, just like any chamber does. We always tell people, if you've seen one chamber, you've seen one chamber. Chambers are very different. We do things, I think, out in the forefront, and I always tell people we are the capital city. We need to be doing things ahead of the curve. So we try to be really innovative with our programs, and we have some really great sponsors. But really, we're a resource for any kind of business, big or small, in our community. And we are the Frankfort Area Chamber of Commerce.
Yes.
So we can go to other states. We have people that are in another state, but they do business here. So if you do business in or around Frankfort and you want some resources or some backup or some marketing tips or whatever, or just you want to get in front of some people, we're your place.
I love that. And I think if you're doing anything if you're in our community or doing anything in Frankfort, I feel like you've seen the name Frankfort Area Chamber of Commerce.
I hope so.
You guys do so much great work
Thank
in the
you.
community and helping out businesses.
I appreciate
as
that.
well,
Thank
and
you.
being a good community partner, and we're so glad to have you help share the good news, right?
Yes.
On Around 10 and
Well,
Cable 10 programming.
Absolutely, and we love our partnership with you guys. I'm probably your biggest fan because you always let me come in here and tell you what I got going on. And, and you share my good news, and
it's always good stuff.
Yeah.
We love to share the good news too.
We're always promoting somebody in here.
Okay, well, let's we talked about Chamber of Commerce. Let's talk a little bit about you and how Tish Shade came to Frankfort. Was it through?
Gosh.
And where are you from originally, if not here?
So I grew up in Kansas. I'm a Kansas girl. I moved to Colorado when I was having my fourth child. We moved to Colorado. And two of my kids, I guess, were born in Colorado, and two were born in Kansas.
Okay.
So,
are you where are you at football wise? Are you a Kansas City fan, or have you adopted
I'm a
the
Denver
Broncos?
Bronco fan.
Okay. I like that.
And I love Kentucky, and I love Cincinnati.
Sure. Yeah.
Now that I'm here, I have a little bit more spreading the wealth and love a little bit. But when it comes to basketball, and I know people give me a hard time. I like the Kansas Jayhawks.
Oh, it's fine, right? They're a huge program.
If Kansas is not playing Kentucky, I am totally a Kentucky fan, and I do now have Kentucky gear.
So,
But if they're playing each other, that's a tough one.
it's the Jayhawks.
It's the Jayhawks.
I mean, as a U of L graduate, I see a similar level of animosity.
And people are hardcore here. So
yeah, they are. Yeah, there's a lot more Louisville fans in Frankfort than I think people realize. Maybe more as the years have gone on.
Okay.
But there are dozens of us.
Okay, I haven't seen that yet. So
really,
yeah, no,
okay.
everybody's got on blue.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of the way I see it now that I'm several years removed from college. I'm definitely more of a I like both teams, especially with the basketball side. It's hard to root against either coach.
You're right.
I'm definitely Louisville Cardinals, but as long as Kentucky's not playing Louisville, like I don't have any animosity.
See, I kind of feel that way too. If there's a Kentucky team playing, I'm totally rooting for them.
Yeah.
If they're playing each other, then it's I keep quiet.
What about but you said you had 2 kids who were born in Kansas and two children born in Colorado.
Yeah.
Where do their allegiances lie as far as do they even follow NFL or are they like into what?
My boys are Kansas City Chiefs fans.
Yeah, all right.
I mean,
It's
hardcore, and my whole family's from
against
Kansas.
them being as good as they have
It is,
been
and
on
it
the football
sometimes
side.
stinks that it's like, okay, yes, they are
I know,
good.
I know.
I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So I get it, and I like the Chiefs, and if the Chiefs are playing and not playing one of my teams, I will totally root for them. If they're playing any other team that I like, I'm totally rooting for them.
Okay.
The Chiefs have won enough. They've won. I mean,
It's okay. Yeah, they'll be fine.
They will. They'll be fine. So somebody beat the Chiefs, please. Somebody. I hope it's
as a Bengals fan, I'm hoping it can be the Bengals at some point again in the future. But you said you grew up in Kansas and then you went to Colorado.
Yes.
Okay.
So the way I came here was the Frankfort Chamber did a national search. They had help with Amy Cloud at the state chamber. She recruits other chambers because she's kind of the big sister to all the local chambers. So she recruited me and I applied for the job and here we are 4 years later.
So 4 years. You've been here
So
4
I
years.
just celebrated 4 years in March.
Wow.
It feels like I've been here forever. I feel like I'm a Franktonian.
Yeah,
So,
I totally agree. What's been something? Last question, and then we'll try some snacks, and we'll get back to chatting. But what's been something that maybe surprised you when you came to Frankfort for the first time?
So, the river is a big topic of discussion. And when I first got here, everybody was asking me, which side of the river do you live on? And I was just renting when I first got here so I could figure out where I wanted to move.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. I finally quit telling people because I would tell people I live on the east side because I didn't know which side was which side at first. And I was like, well, I live over, and I was renting over on the east side. And they're like, oh God, we can't have you living on the east side. You've got to move to the west. Well, then, if I said something, I finally bought a house and I bought it on the west side and people were like, why?
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Yeah.
And I was like,
you should be in South Frankfort. And you're like, well, hang on.
Everybody wanted me in South Frankfort.
Yep.
And I said, it's kind of one of those things. It's like, if you can find me a house with the space that I have.
Yeah, here's what I need.
Yes. And if you can get my list down, I'll totally take that. But nobody could do that. So.
Right. But you're happily on the, are you in the west side of Frankfort? Or on the west downtown west?
Nope, I'm on the west side of Frankfort.
Well, okay,
yeah.
Cool. I grew up on the east side. Yeah. So I'm on the Franklin County High School side, if you will.
Okay.
On all that.
So this whole crossing the river thing just floors me because it's like
it didn't.
I don't drive to that side of town, and I never got that at first, but I get it. I mean, I do because you adapt to your surroundings. So all of your stuff is wherever you live. But I work on the east side, so I feel like I'm from both sides of the town, and I do, and I'm everywhere. Hopefully, you've seen me everywhere, and so I feel like I'm just from Frankfort, and I tell people I'm from both sides of the river.
Right.
When you grow up, it's like don't be on the wrong side of the tracks. It's like now don't be on the wrong side of the river, and it's like I don't think there's a wrong side here.
Right. No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Well, you said you've traveled around. You're from everywhere in Frankfort. Feel like you've traveled around everywhere in Frankfort. Mentioned Kentucky, Kansas, and Colorado. And all on your travels, you haven't tried a combo. just
No.
yet until
No.
right now.
Yeah.
We're going to do our first one, and then we'll get back to chatting about some other stuff, asking some more questions.
I'm a little nervous.
First one here is the Combos cheddar cheese pretzels. And these are
Okay.
first in our lineup because they're actually the first combo variant ever released.
Okay.
Combos pretzels were first released in 1980.
Wow.
So there you go. They've been around for
So I was
for a
in
little
high
bit.
school.
Yeah. Well, while I'm dishing these out, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in Kansas. Yeah.
Okay. What was that experience like?
Very small community. K through 12 was 500 kids. We had 2,500 people in our community. We had one stoplight. We had 1,000 churches, like every little town does.
Yeah.
And I think it was a great upbringing.
Yeah.
My mom was. I can remember getting in trouble, and I got stopped by the police after hours. And he said, "Tish, I'm going to tell your mom." And I'm like,
Oh yeah, that was worse than probably getting a ticket, right?
What? We didn't get a ticket, but I was with a friend who was breaking up with one of my girlfriends, and so he was taking me home. So I was trying to talk him off a cliff, you know.
Sure, yeah.
And the sheriff was going to tell our parents, and it was like,
can't have
that's
that.
please don't. I
Yeah,
mean, what do
don't
we
do
have
that.
to do for you not to tell our
Yeah.
parents? Because it was just terrible. So that's the kind of town I grew up in. Everybody
Okay.
knew everybody. Everybody knew everybody's mother and dad, and it was you were going to get. And back then, you weren't going to get in trouble at school. You were going to get in way worse trouble at home.
At home. Oh yeah.
So
Well, let's hope that you don't get any trouble for trying a combo here.
Okay,
Again, like we
cheddar
said, it's the
cheese.
cheddar cheese pretzels. What are you thinking? Just looking at them, just sort of visually, what's coming to mind?
dog treat.
It doesn't smell like one.
No,
but
it doesn't smell like a dog
totally
treat.
Does look
But
like,
it,
if you just
I mean,
sat
it does look like a dog treat.
I agree.
But okay, let's
Cheers.
try it.
Let's try it.
Cheers. Okay, that's not terrible.
All right.
I like it.
All right, first one down. Not terrible. Uh-huh. What do you? I mean, it's obviously it's the cheese that gets in a lot of snacks, right? You're kind of used to that sort of cheese smell. Are you getting much pretzel?
I got a little pretzel. I like cheese and pretzels. I think they're dry.
It's a good thing that you brought some water. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
thinking the
they're a
same
little dry.
thing. They're kind of a good, and they've been considered sort of a good road trip snack. I would say.
So I can totally see that because they seem handy.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of, it's anybody who's had some Cheetos, that's a thing, right? Like the Cheeto fingers
Right.
is a thing. And there's not a whole lot of,
No.
like, that's sort of the beauty of having like a pretzel kind of snack.
Yeah.
Because there's not a whole lot of residue.
Yeah,
So
I could
can
eat
see it.
those. I could eat those on a snack.
Okay.
I gotta have a drink with it though.
Got to have some water.
Yeah.
Got to have a soda or
Right.
something like that. Yep. I think they work well, definitely on a road trip, but for sure, I think like if you had like a game day kind of
I think
platter or something
absolutely.
like that. Yeah.
I could put these on my Kentucky Kansas game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You got to mark that on the calendar
I do.
for sure. Let's go ahead while we're here. Let's
All
just
right.
have another. Let's go ahead and have another of
All right.
the varieties here.
So,
You wanna
now what's this
pick
one?
This one is this is Combo's cheddar cheese crackers. So it's not the pretzel kind of around.
Oh, so it's
just
just-
sort of a
okay.
baked cracker on the outside.
All right.
This variant dropped in 1985, and it was the second kind to hit the market.
All right.
So let's try that. You tell me what you think.
I think I like that one better than the pretzel.
Oh, say more.
Yeah.
What's coming to mind? Is it because?
I think it's the cracker and cheese thing.
Yeah, I agree.
Now, see, you could sit and have a glass of wine with these. These are kind of cool to have a glass of wine
Oh,
with.
honestly,
I mean,
you're
not that
wrong.
right.
Because the cracker part, it kind of
Right.
tastes like an oyster cracker
It does.
or something.
You're right.
Yeah,
Yeah. So,
I've been to several wineries. That
did you
had-
bring wine?
I didn't bring wine today.
Oh, I didn't bring.
Unfortunately.
I don't know.
You never know what you're
I
doing there.
didn't.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a little water
Yeah,
bottle here,
that's
you
right.
never know.
It's like you never know.
Yeah.
Everybody has a cup that says might be bourbon.
I've been to a few wineries before where they had like a mason
You're right.
jar or something full of oyster crackers, and it was like the
Absolutely.
perfect-
See, they could
perfect
have
combo.
these.
You could have combos.
They could have some combos. That'd be awesome.
Interesting flavor profile. Usually ask folks before we start trying the snacks what their relationship is to snacks. Do you prefer a sweet snack, or do you like something maybe a little more savory, like I would say our combos are?
Well, it kind of depends on what time of day it is.
Okay.
If it's after lunch, I would probably rather have a sweeter snack. If it's in the morning, these would be great.
Okay.
So I kind of like, sweet, but sweet and salty maybe.
And then also, I imagine, for me at least, it depends on the occasion.
Right.
Your setting, where you're at. Maybe, like you said, if you're having some wine, or just what the occasion is. If you're obviously not having wine while you're driving on a road trip, so that can kind of change things
promote
a little
that.
bit. No. And then, just about, so we talked about these would be a good road trip snack. Do you prefer to, if you're traveling around, do you prefer to fly, or would you rather take a car, or
my husband and I like car rides.
Yeah.
Because then we could just talk the whole time and catch up on all the stuff we missed, because we're at work during the day, and but I like both. Now, if I need to get to somewhere and it's a long ways away, I definitely want to fly.
There are several places, like folks who know have watched other episodes of SnakChat before. I went to Japan a couple months ago. No way to get there by
right. Yeah, you gotta fly.
You gotta fly,
because even then it's a long trip.
A boat of some sort. But that flight is long. It's quite an arduous trip. But it did make me we do love doing the little car ride road trips, like 3 or 4 hours. Take a long weekend somewhere, and you get to catch up, chat about random stuff.
Well, I'm that girl though. When I fly, I take a snackle box.
What is that?
Oh,
like a bento? Like a bento box?
Yes.
Okay.
So
tell me more.
I have a snackle box that it's not very big, but you can put different kind. It has like slots. It's kind of like a bento box.
Yeah.
And I think it's called a snackle box, but you can put different kinds of cheeses in there.
Does it open like a tackle box?
Yes, it does. And you can put your crackers so nothing gets all mixed together. And I used to take like little baggies of stuff, and then they were all smushy. And And one day I found a snackle box, and I'm like, oh, I need
Great
that.
Idea. Now, do they say anything at TSA? Is all of it's good?
No, because it's food.
It's just food.
It's food.
Yeah.
So
and I guess they might have trouble with liquids. I think I've heard about people having an issue if they bring some hummus.
Okay, so you're right.
Okay.
I am glad you said that, because the last trip I took, I bought and when I went home to Colorado, I brought back some pesto from a farmer's market.
Oh boy. Yep.
It was so good.
I bet.
And I literally had to negotiate to keep my pesto. And I told him, I said, look, I paid $15 for this little thing, and it's spectacular.
Yeah.
And I'm going to eat some of it on the plane. And he says, it's over 3 ounces. And I was like, it's pesto, though. It's not a liquid. But he said they tell me now, pesto and hummus, don't try to take hummus.
No.
So,
can't take
but
hummus.
I'm a good negotiator.
Sounds
so
like
my
it.
pesto came with me on the plane.
Wow.
He must have been in a good mood that day.
What did you have to give in return?
I think I just wore him down. I mean, quite honestly, it was like I probably talked him to death.
Yeah.
Because I was not partying with the pesto.
Right. Like, I don't know what I got to do, but I'm getting on that plane with this pesto.
Get me your boss. Tell me who I got to talk to.
We're climbing the ladder.
Yes,
it's
because
happening.
I'm taking it, and I'm eating that when
I applaud your efforts, and I'm sure your family appreciate that when you were able to bring it home.
They loved it.
Right,
so they were like, "How'd you get that on the plane?" And I said, "It's a long story."
It's a long story. Okay, I do want to ask you before you answer though. I do want to ask you what all you're putting in the snackle box, but let's try another snack as well before we get going.
I might after this. I might add a couple of these to it.
Maybe so. Next one we're doing is the pepperoni pizza. You can see it on.
Okay, now everybody tells me this is their favorite.
This is the third variant, and it came out in 1988. So it's pepperoni pizza crackers.
So is this your favorite?
I don't know that I would say it's my favorite. I think we are coming. This is Brett's favorite as well.
Okay,
I'll
all right,
have to
Brett.
honestly give it a shot because I don't know that I've actually had this one. Because like we're showing everybody, there's lots of different variants and different ones. So I know I've had one that we're gonna try here in a second.
Okay.
But
so you haven't tried them all either?
No.
Oh,
this is
sweet.
New for me
so
too.
it's for me and you.
That's
all right.
All right.
Here we go. Okay.
Okay. I see what everybody's saying.
Yeah, I do too.
I'm seeing the vision. It's just like little. Oh, that's
I do
good.
kind of like that one.
That's good. That's my favorite now.
I was going to say, I think that's my favorite. I think they're right.
Talk me through it. It's like it tastes like a pizza.
It tastes like a little pepperoni pizza.
Yep. But just in like a little cracker.
Yeah, like a handy roll. It's a handy roll pizza.
It's a handy roll pizza.
Yeah, I kind of dig that one.
So, if you had your choice, are those winding up in your snackle box?
Probably not.
Okay.
Because usually with my snackle box, I have all kinds of different cheeses.
Uh-huh.
So I would probably do like this one and maybe a few of the pretzel ones because those were good too. But I kind of liked this one that's just the cracker and the cheese because that's usually what my little snack is.
Are you able to grab like veggies and fruits and in there too? Okay.
Yeah, sometimes I try to put some healthier stuff in there and not just brie cheese is my favorite, so that I've always got brie cheese in my snackle box, and because you can get wine on the plane.
Can you? No,
Yeah.
it's a liquid though. But I guess
No. When you get on the plane, they serve you.
They serve you.
They will serve you wine.
I was like, wait a minute. There's no way.
Yeah, no. Well, it depends on what airport that you can take.
And how lenient, how much they're gonna, want to fight you on it.
Well, if you once you're in the airport, I don't really do that.
Okay, so one thing I do know about you and people that know you as well, I assume they know this. You're a big fan of Hallmark movies, I've heard.
Yes.
And
yes, I am.
Well, first, tell me about that, and then I will ask you a follow-up here in a second. But where did your love of Hallmark movies come from?
My mom loves Christmas. My mom loved Christmas, and she was always watching Christmas movies. And I probably just got that from her, but even in my homes in Kansas and Colorado, Christmas is pretty crazy at our house. So together, my husband and I have 8 kids.
Okay.
So we're a combined family.
Yeah.
And we usually had 7 or 8 Christmas trees around the house. They were all decorated with different themes.
That must make for a really fun Christmas.
It is. The older I get, the less my husband wants me to do that. But,
Yeah, I understand that, yeah.
But I could sit and watch Hallmark movies all day. And even in the summer, I'll walk in because I like NCIS as well. If you're not an NCIS fan, because it's, it's one or the other, which is funny. And my husband will walk in and say, "Are you watching NCIS or Hallmark?"
Yeah,
because it's usually one. Because that's my downtime. The whole thing about the Hallmark movie that people don't get, because a lot of my friends say they're stupid and the actors are terrible. The guys are gorgeous. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care if they can act. But here's the deal.
They put them on screen for a reason.
In our daily life, things are crazy, and there's not always a happy ending of your day. But on a Hallmark movie, there is always a happy ending. And that makes me happy. And those are like the no-brainer movies. I don't have to think about it. I know whatever trauma somebody's having during the movie. At the end, it's all going to be fine. And I don't care that it's predictable, because I think that's, for me, the part that it's like, okay. I mean, you see all the garbage on the news and somebody got killed or somebody stole somebody's kid or whatever it is. I quit watching the news. I would much rather see a Hallmark movie that everybody goes home at the end and everybody's happy and...
Honestly, I respect that.
Maybe that's my little fantasy world, but
it's you're unwinding after a long day, and you fire up something that will have, and I'm sure that comes along with the NCIS as part of that equation too. Like there's a case of the week.
Yep.
They're gonna intro it first couple seconds. Something bad happens to somebody, and then they got to get the crew involved. And at the end of the day, either that episode or if it's a 2-parter,
that's right.
They'll figure it out. At the end of the day, that person will come uppance, if you will. Right.
That's right.
Yeah.
They get what they had coming to them.
and
sometimes it's like
yeah. And sometimes in the Hallmark movies, I mean, that's how those work as well, right?
That's true.
It's the 2 leads that you've been following and hopefully caring about along the way. Find their way to each other.
I mean, everybody has a tough day at work. I feel like I'm living my dream job here in Frankfort, and I feel like I usually have a pretty great day. But some days are stressful, or they're just super busy that you're just like, oh man,
yeah,
and then I can go home, kick my feet up, take my shoes off, and watch a Hallmark movie, and then I'm happy, and I go to bed happy and not stressed out. And
Well, hopefully this is not a super stressful experience.
No, this
so
has
far.
been great.
We're just three or four bags in.
Yeah.
We don't really have much of an order after this, so
Okay.
I would say let's try the
now see.
buffalo blue cheese. Where are you at on buffalo?
I don't
Buffalo
like either
flavor.
one of those.
Really?
So I'm going to take a half a bite of this.
Interesting.
I don't like buffalo stuff, and I
not
definitely
blue
don't
cheese.
like blue cheese. I didn't-
Okay, I like both.
Ew.
I think I prefer. Oh, it's got a smell, doesn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
It kind of does. All right,
okay.
down the hatch. They're hard to do half of.
I know. That was terrible. No, I don't like that one. At
like it?
all. No.
Sorry to do that to you.
That's all right.
I do.
I didn't see that one coming.
I do kind of like that one. Yeah, I wasn't sure what.
I see it had a little bit of spicy to it. I don't like buffalo wings. I like wings, just not buffalo.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
Do you prefer like a honey barbecue kind of wing, or
I like the
something
dry
that?
wing.
Yeah, okay.
And then I can dip it in whatever.
Oh yeah, you can.
I don't
probably
like the
ranch.
mess.
Not you're gonna dip it in blue cheese. Probably
Right?
not.
Nope, never blue cheese. Yeah, they can keep all the blue cheese they want. That's not for me. Yeah, that one was kind of spicy too.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, it sounds like you would not be taking this one on a road trip.
No.
But if I understand, you went on a road trip to like a Hallmark experience. Is that right?
Oh yeah,
All right,
I did.
tell me more.
So, Kathy Jennings, who works at the plant board, loves
Shout
Hallmark.
out Kathy Jennings.
Yep,
Yeah.
she's one of my buddies. She likes Hallmark as much as I do. We found it last year. I said, "Hey, do you want to go?" And I took poor Kathy out of her comfort zone.
What was her answer? Was she like absolutely?
100%. She was
Okay,
in.
cool.
She was in from the
Cool.
get-go. And we drove to Kansas City. We both bought Kansas City shirts and took our pictures in front of
Yeah.
the Christmas tree.
All right,
But we
cool.
met Hallmark stars.
Yeah.
And I have pictures of my favorite Hallmark stars. And one of the Hallmark stars, because my daughter and my granddaughter love Hallmark. And I told them they were going.
Yeah.
And one of the Hallmark stars, I said, "Oh my gosh, do you have a minute? Because I'm going to call my daughter and have you FaceTime with her."
Yeah.
Just like out of the blue. And
Right.
he said, "Call her up."
That's so sweet.
He actually talked to my daughter on the FaceTime and, did a video for them. And then he pitched one of his movies to them or something. And my daughter was thrilled to death.
That's so cool. And like, you're not getting like, when are you ever going to be able to have like an experience like that
No.
regularly?
No, and
That's
it was
special.
the first time that Hallmark did this in Kansas City or anywhere. And Hallmark cards are based in Kansas City, which I didn't even
I
know
wondered
that.
what the connection was.
They're
All
based.
right.
They have this big store in Kansas City and a big thing, but they are now doing it every year. And we talked about going back, but here's the deal: it's like I have this one and done, check it off, because we had such a great time that I think if I went back and tried it a second time, that it would not be as good.
And you would be comparing it.
I would be, and my memories would get like, and I was like, nope, I can't do that. So I want to do something else, Christmassy or Hallmark. I don't even care if it's Hallmark, but I want to do something Christmassy like that every year and go somewhere fun and do something different.
So you definitely lean more like new experiences.
Yes.
Than, I like that.
Yes, because I have tried different things, and then I try to go back and you're almost trying to recreate the first time you went, and it's never the same.
Oh, I know.
And so I have stopped doing that. And when my husband and I look at places where we want to go, or somebody will say, "Hey, go here with us," it's like, no, we already went there.
Right. Yeah.
If you want to go
did
somewhere
that.
different, we'll go.
We'll go,
But,
but-
we've already been there.
Oh, interesting.
So
yeah.
trip-wise, we want to
Like,
check it
keep
off.
it- yeah.
And went there.
I like that. I really like that philosophy,
Yeah.
honestly. Yeah.
Well-
because a lot of people will reach more for the comfort.
Yes.
And I think it's interesting going back to, we're philosophizing today.
Yes.
But
Right?
going back to your previous point about after a long day, unwind, you're going to watch a show that's comfortable and you know what that is.
Right.
But as far as travel goes and experiences,
I definitely want something
new. I like it. I do
So
like that.
before I turned 50 years old, a little while ago, my bucket list was to get to all 50 states.
Yeah.
I did that.
You did that.
Absolutely.
Good for you. Congratulations.
So that was one of the things I checked off. And
Yeah.
now, there are places in that particular state that I didn't go to that we would go back to. or go to the first time.
Okay, like go to like a new city,
Part of the
or
state,
something?
yeah.
Part of the state.
So I've been
right,
to every
right.
state in the United States.
Okay.
And I loved every minute of every adventure that
Yeah.
we took because we did it together. And there are things like we didn't go way up in Maine.
Right.
So I'd like to go way up in Maine into Canada.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny because, and I know this sounds crazy, but there's a Hallmark movie that's got a winter castle, and
Yeah.
I looked it up, and it's in Quebec, Canada.
Oh.
So now I want to go there and stay in that castle.
Add it to the list.
Right. So, and that's not just with Hallmark movies, but if I see
Yeah.
something in a movie, I'm like, I'll look at my husband and say, we should go there.
should
He
go
goes,
there.
where's it at? You know,
And then just
so
look
there's
it
some
up.
things for Vancouver that we went to Vancouver and saw from a movie.
That's cool.
So we'll find some stuff like
yeah,
that.
like movies kind of become, I don't know, TripAdvisors or something, like different.
Well,
like,
or if you
little-
watch Triple D, like Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Oh, yeah.
So we've been to a lot of, in our travels, we would look up, has Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives been to the city that we're going to?
Right.
And we will go try.
So I'm sure you looked it up when you came to Frankfurt as well.
Yeah, I didn't know about Rick's White Light
Came
Diner.
to
And I was like,
Rick's.
oh
I
my
know.
God,
Yeah.
they have one here too.
Yeah.
So that was
it
very
fate.
cool.
Yeah.
It was.
Okay, we did the and I appreciate having you here, and you're
Yeah.
being such a good sport, trying all these.
I
new
need to get that
things.
one out of my mouth,
We
so
need to
let's
do
move
that one.
on.
So let's move on to this one here. It's nacho cheese baked pretzel. Right?
Oh.
We're back to the pretzel.
So back to a pretzel.
Yeah. Here you go.
All right, I might like this one too.
You might like this
I like
one.
nacho cheese,
okay.
Doritos.
You're into.
I like
I
Doritos.
do love Doritos. Those are sort of.
That doesn't smell great.
No, not really.
Oh, but that's not bad.
Okay. All right. I do. Yeah.
That was different. That was different than the other pretzel one.
Well, and the others are cheddar cheese. Some of the
Okay,
cheese we've had
so this one was a
far,
lot stronger of cheese taste. Maybe that's what it is.
because it's the
Yes.
nacho. It has a different kind of flavor profile.
Yeah, but I felt like the pretzel was a little bit more cracker-ish. But you can still taste the
Yeah.
pretzel.
That's actually not bad. I'm definitely getting like Dorito. Now that
Yes,
you've mentioned
I
it.
thought that too.
Yeah. I do like that. I almost think sometimes those, like the nacho and pretzel, are two kind of strong flavors.
Right.
And they might be like clashing a little bit too much in that.
That was
But-
a heavier cheese. I mean, you can tell
Yeah.
it was a much heavier cheese. If I were going to do this one, I would like the regular cheese better than this one.
Okay, you mentioned you've been to all 50 states. Outside of, not including Kansas, Colorado, and our lovely Kentucky, what's sort of the first, because you said you've been to different parts of those states, but you want to go back to some of them. What's sort of the first one at the top of your checklist to go back to see a different part of the state?
So Alaska.
Yep.
We flew into Anchorage, and then we had a fantastic trip there. We drove up to Fairbanks, but in the middle, we stopped and took a plane ride around Denali National Park.
okay.
So that was very cool. I got to sit up front with the pilot. That was very cool.
It must have been, was it a pretty small plane?
It was a very small plane.
right.
There was probably 7 of us in there.
Wow.
So very
How were
small.
you on that? You're okay with like heights and flights?
yeah.
I'm assuming you're
Yeah.
you're familiar with an airport.
Yep.
But was the smaller flight, was that challenging, or were you?
Oh,
you were cool?
I was a little nervous because it was the first time I was on a small plane. And
I was saying I've never been on like a super
I
small.
videotaped it, so I think that kind of kept my mind. Because
Yeah.
at first I was like, "Ooh,
I need
okay,
something to
yeah,
yeah.
take my mind off of it."
Yeah.
And plus, I got to sit up front with the pilot, so I had the best seat in the house, and so my film was great. We
Oh,
saw
sure.
black bears running around Denali, and that was very cool.
From the plane?
Yep.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so he would kind of dip down and he would point things out, and we saw glaciers and we did the
Wow.
whole thing. So the reason we want to go back is
Yeah.
we would like to go to the southern part and go to like Sitka, Alaska, and go fishing
Oh,
in some of
all right.
those. You know,
So would you say like you are like interested in doing like things like fishing and different
yeah,
places when
yeah.
you go, like activities?
We
when
fished
you
all the time
go?
in Colorado. We have
awesome.
a favorite place. Probably when we both die, that our ashes will be buried at the Black Lakes in Colorado up in
Yeah.
the mountains. And
Yeah.
I mean, trout's this big, not lying. That's not a fish story. They were
Yeah.
really this big and they were delicious. And they were from some of the coldest water
Yeah.
because it was in the mountains.
Wow. That sounds pretty awesome. I've never like thought to go to Alaska.
So I could be a
before,
travel
but-
guide.
You could,
You know,
really could be.
in my retirement years, I'm going to be your travel
Be a travel
guide.
guide. I like
I'll go
that.
with. I'll be that concierge that takes you on a trip. That's right.
Okay, continuing our snack trip today, we're gonna do the ranch dip. That's what these are.
Okay.
What's your relationship to ranch?
I love ranch.
Love ranch. Okay.
So I probably is this a pretzel or a cracker?
Pretzel. We got a pretzel
okay.
base on this one.
Okay.
Curious. Cheers.
All right. Cheers.
Definitely smells like ranch.
Yeah. Oh, now see, I like that. That might be my favorite one.
I do like that as well.
Yeah.
It's interesting. We almost had like the nacho cheese Dorito, and then my favorite Dorito, the Cool Ranch Dorito, almost.
So
here.
I wonder if you eat those together. How many times? How many do you eat together?
I've never done that.
To make your own flavor.
Yeah, I've never done that.
Me either.
I feel like the world might like close in on itself if you ate two different combos of combos, right?
Yeah, but those are good. Mm-hmm. Those are good.
Those are good. What else? What haven't we talked about? Well, so back to the Hallmark movie. Do you have like a favorite one, or would you be able to do like a top 5? Or would you rather just say, like, what's your all-time favorite?
My favorite actor, I can tell you who my favorite actor is.
Do that.
And it's Tyler Hines. And I got my picture taken with him at the Hallmark.
At the experience.
Kathy still teases me because I kind of had to run him down.
How so? Tell me about that.
So we were all sitting, like everybody was sitting downstairs in the atrium at the hotel. And the actors had been somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And it was actually last year when the football one came out from Kansas City.
Yeah.
And
yes.
And Tyler Hines was in that.
It was referencing a little bit of the
so they all went to the premiere in Kansas City, and then they started kind of filtering back in. And a couple of the guys would come in, and they were all talking, and a couple of the girls, and they were all super sweet. And across the hall, you see Tyler Hines walking in, and everybody goes, "There's Tyler Hines." And I don't run because my back hurts when I do. I'm pretty sure I ran over there. And he hugged me and said he had to get somewhere. And I said, "Can I just take a quick selfie?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "If you hurry, because I'm going to get mobbed." I mean, because he's like the top guy. Yeah. But I got my picture and I got a hug from him. And so, you can't go back to those.
No.
So that's why I can't go back to Kansas City.
Because you won't be able to top that.
No. Like, I have the best pictures. We swam in the snow with mimosas. And I mean, there were so many things that we did that was one of my favorite trips ever. Yeah. With a girlfriend, is just like, because we did so many things with the Hallmark. We had the best.
And the FaceTime as well.
Oh, yeah.
You can't top
I mean, my girls still talk about that. It's like, remember when you went to the Hallmark movie last year and you got one of the guys to FaceTime us? And I'm like, I know. I'm like it was the coolest mom award and the grandma award.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's so cool. But that's your guy, right? That's what you would say. Okay.
And he's not a very big guy, but I don't know what it is about him. He just is down to earth, and he's super friendly, and I think he's a great actor. And
now that you met him, it's like, he's just
already.
He was already at the top spot, and now it's just no moving now.
Yeah. But several of the other ones that I wasn't great on were super friendly and came over and took pictures with us. So now they're kind of up there too. But,
it's so funny. If anybody has been, it almost sounds like. You've heard of like Comic-Cons, right? And we've had some here in Frankfort and like some little all over the place in big cities. If you go there and you meet like a celebrity of a property that you like, a thing that you like, and they turn out to be like as nice as can be, it just like your fandom just goes through the
But you
roof
can get the opposite, because they say be careful meeting your hero.
You're absolutely right.
Because what if they're not so great
on the opposite end,
right?
Yeah, you didn't have that experience there.
No
right?
one
That's
did.
Good.
That I heard of, and everybody kept saying, "Oh my gosh, they're so nice, even in person." And you knew they were tired from a long day, but they were still super kind, and they were still signing autographs. And it was crazy.
Okay, so we found out who has the top spot in the Hallmark actors. I think we got one last combo to try. And we will see if it will be in your top spot as well. This one is the Pizzeria Baked Pretzel. So we're
the other one a pretzel?
Working with pretzel. The other was the pizza one was cracker. Actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you have a pizza,
cracker,
a cracker and a pizza.
Pepperoni pizza. I'm not sure the difference between pizzeria and pepperoni pizza. Now the
Interesting.
image on the bag here is a cheese pizza.
Oh,
So I'm wondering if that might have anything to do with what flavor we're
so
going to
what
get.
kind of cheese do you think it is? Nacho cheese or cheddar?
Oh, good question. Maybe mozzarella?
Oh, maybe.
Like a pizza? Could be.
All right.
Let's see. We're trying. It's the last
Okay.
one here on our combos snack chat here.
I can't really smell that one.
No, not a ton. No.
No, so it's not nacho.
It's not nacho.
Okay, you ready?
All right. Cheers.
All right,
Last one.
cheers. What is it? Oh, wait. It is cheese pizza.
I think it is cheese pizza. But there's not the weird, I think I might be leaning the pepperoni pizza because
This one's okay.
it's good. This almost tastes like if you were having like a cheese pizza without sauce or
Yeah.
something, right?
Yeah,
Like cheese and
it was
crust.
kind of dry too.
Yeah. But the other one, I was getting like a hint of like a tomato sauce
Yes.
or something.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah.
That you could taste the flavors better in the pepperoni one.
Before we started, I think I would have told you that one was my favorite, the one we just
Yeah?
tried, because maybe it's one of the more prominent ones that you see out a lot.
Oh,
But I think the pepperoni pizza,
Yeah.
the one that's a lot of people's favorites and Brett's favorite as well. I think that
Nice.
might be mine. What about you? What was your favorite? We know the buffalo blue cheese.
yeah,
is
that
bottom of
one's
the
definitely
list.
out. That doesn't even come close. So I'm thinking either the ranch. I think kind of the ranch and the pepperoni and the first cheese. The nacho cheese was, I think, too harsh.
Too much.
Yeah. But I mean, I would say maybe the ranch or the pepperoni was my favorite.
Yeah.
So people were right.
People were
telling me
right.
that pepperoni was their favorite.
So what will you go back and report to the people about your combos experience?
Don't eat these. These blue cheese are the devil. Don't do it. They're not good.
I don't think you're the
Yeah.
first person, and I'm pretty sure you won't be the last to say that they've had something on SnakChat that was the quote unquote devil.
Yeah. You
So-
know, and I'm guessing my husband would really like those because he likes both of those flavors.
Right.
But yeah, those aren't going in my car. Yeah, I would probably take the ranch and the pepperoni, and maybe
Yeah.
even the nacho, just to have a
Just to have it-
variety.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, those weren't as bad as I thought they were going to
There
be.
you
I was a little
go.
nervous.
Well, congratulations! You survived the
Thank you.
the combos gauntlet.
Yeah.
And you survived an episode of SnakChat, and was so
Very
glad
cool.
to have you here on the show and learn more about you.
Yeah, I don't
Tish.
think I've told everybody or anybody all of that stuff. So
I know. I
Wow.
honestly, there's a lot of new information that I'm gathering too.
Yikes.
It's so nice to be able to talk to you. We'd love to have you back in the future. You know, we did a Christmas episode last year.
Oh, yeah.
That could be something if you're,
Yeah, I
if
would
you're
love to do
interested.
that.
All right.
Absolutely.
Before we let you go, though, give folks maybe a little call to action with the Frankfort Area Chamber. Are you guys active on Facebook? Is there anywhere that you
We
want
are.
folks to follow on the
So
website? we're
we're active on Facebook. We've got an Instagram account. We've got a couple of different Facebook accounts. We've got our emerging leaders. So that's our young professionals that you can find things out there. We're revamping that program. We've got a WIN page. That's probably our most popular page besides
Yes.
our regular chamber page.
And that's women in networking.
That's women in networking.
Great.
And we tell you to start your day out with a win. So that's pretty cool. We've got in December, we let the men come to our win, and we take that money because everybody has to pay this year.
Yep.
And even the ladies are going to have to pay this year. So that's new information for everybody. But we're taking all of that money and the proceeds from that and putting them right back into our community with our young ladies in our community who are going into a trade. So this year things are different. We've got Expree, and Jay Mattingly 1845 is hosting. So, and Expree is sponsoring that one for our December win. So it's going to look a lot different this year. It's going to be really fun. We've got some cool things planned, and we've got golf coming up in September. September's a big month for us.
Right.
So September 12th, West Banco is hosting our golf tournament. So sign up for that. And then Whitaker Bank is sponsoring our 5th annual Mingle at the Spring House at Castle and Key.
Right.
on September 30th. So sign up for that. We've got all kinds of things going on.
Look at that. It's like a full calendar.
I know. I can just rattle those off. It's like in my head.
But follow the Facebook page.
Yes, definitely follow us on Facebook.
And what's the website again?
It's frankfortky.info.
Okay. Frankfort K, or just Google Frankfort Area Chamber.
That's right. And our calendar will come up, and you can sign up for stuff, and we want you to get involved. But we're here for our community, and we appreciate you guys being a member and being a community partner with us. So
yeah, we love to help spread the word, and we appreciate you being a guest, Tish, on SnakChat.
Well,
today.
Thanks for letting me try these for the first time. I was pleasantly surprised.
Good. You a good report to report back to the people on the combos. But that'll do it for this edition of SnakChat. We'll see you again next time. We will be snacking and chatting with somebody else. We'll see you later.